Hello and welcome to the acrylic workshop. Today we're going to make a window panel using two shapes, and we're going to use the soldering iron to trace the text and to trace the patterns on the other shape. We're also going to use the drill to drill holes to tie the two shapes together and to hang it in the window. To start with, you can either use a chopping board, which can be nylon or wooden, or I'm using a thick piece of polystyrene, and they will protect your table from the heat of the iron and from the drill. So this is the simplest of all the three kits that we have at the moment, and we start by taking the template out of the pack, and it's figure 1 and figure 2, and we're going to start with figure 2 because that may be the easiest one. And there's also a spare piece of plastic or acrylic in the pack, and you may want to practice with that first before you start. Now I've got circles here and you'll have hearts, so the template will be just right for you. I'm going to have to move this around a little just to make them fit. So what we do is we take the soldering iron, which I've got in a plant pot, and the plant pot's got a hole in it, and it works very safely. If you have a guard on the table, that's good, but you can, leaning across, put your arm on the soldering iron. In here it protects the table and it protects you. So we're going to start by tracing these coil shapes nice and slowly so that it gives chance for the heat from the soldering iron to melt into the acrylic. Nice firm pressure. And just slowly going around in swirls, following the template. Don't worry if you have to lift it up and put it back on again. I'll go backwards sometimes to get it to make the mark. There we are. So there we've got the swirls starting to come. And then for the dots, you just press it quite hard into the plastic, not going all the way through, but if you do by mistake, you've got something to back it to stop it damaging the table. Okay, and then we've got the dots. Now on template 2 at the top there's a small circle drawn, and this is where we're going to drill a hole so that we can tie the fishing line into it. So we just make a small mark at the top. Okay, I'm not going to do all of the. This is just to give you an idea of how to do it. Now we're going to use figure 1, and we're going to trace the text onto the shape. And there are also two circles, one at the top and one at the bottom, and that's where we're going to drill the holes in this one. So I'm just going to start hold it down firmly and just take your time and very slowly start to trace the text. And again, don't worry if you have to leave lift the soldering iron off and put it back down again. I would have a practice first as well before I did it. If I'd not done it before, because once you've got the technique it is very easy, but you just need a bit of a practice first. As you can see, I'm lifting and not trying to go, if it's resisting me, then I'll take it off and come at it from a different angle. I'm just going to do the one word shadows. There we are. And now I'm going to make the two marks where I'm going to drill, one at the top and one at the bottom. There we are. Okay, so can we see what we've just done? Now I'm going to take the drill, and it's just an ordinary battery drill, and I'm going to place it in the mark that I've made. There's a little indentation there, so it won't slide around when you pull the trigger. So just put it in and press gently, not too hard, and pull the trigger. So there's two holes for the top shape. And one hole for the bottom shape. Then I'm going to take a cloth and just flick bits of acrylic off. If you rub it hard, then you're likely to get to scratch it. If you do it underwater or under a running tap, then they'll just float off and then you can dry them afterwards. There's quite a bit of static in the acrylic, so quite often you flick it and it flicks off and back on again underneath. Right, so now we're going to tie them together. So we've got a piece of fishing line that's in your pack, and we're going to tie this with 2 half hitches. Also in the pack there's a diagram. This is for the half hitches, and this is for the overhand loop knot. And we're not doing 2, we're doing 3 half hitches, so we make it secure. So round once, round twice, round 3 times, pull it nice and tight, and then clip it, leaving about 1 centimetre. And then we're going to tie this to the bottom hole in the other shape. And I would leave about 5 or 6 centimetres there, and 3 more half hitches. There we are. Pull it nice and tight and clip it with about 1 centimetre to spare. Okay. Then We're going to tie the fishing line to the top, again with 3 centimetres, sorry, 3/2 inches. 1, 2, 3, pull it tight, clip it, and then we're going to do the double overhand loop at the top. So leave this as long as you want it, and then fold in 2 and just push it around your fingers and through the hole you've made. Clip that, and then you've got the hook with a sucker that will go into the window, and put it on the hook, and there you've got your window hanging. Okay. Thank you.